Hi, I'm Sarah from Flowers with Passion. I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to arrange your flowers. If you're lucky enough to sign up for our subscription service, you may get your flowers either in a letterbox, which goes through the letterbox, the postman can leave it, or you may subscribe to our Magic in a Box, which is a much bigger box, and you get like a bouquet that's already tied for you. But I'm going to demonstrate today what to do if your flowers come in a box like this. So first of all, it will be sealed along here with a label, our address label. You just need to cut through that and then open these little bits here, and then you will see inside your box, it comes beautifully packaged. We have got flower food. If it's a new subscription, we will send you a subscription flower care card. There's lots of hints and tips in there as well, so it's good to have a good read through. You can refer a friend, so all our contact details are on there as well. And in this little card here, you will have written up here a list of all the flowers that are in the box, because I don't know about you, but when I get flowers I want to know what I've got, and it's really interesting to see. So it'll tell you what flowers there are, and basically says, I hope you enjoy your beautiful flowers, create some magic. So I'm going to show you how to create some magic. So your flowers will be sealed here with a little sticker that says, we will be tired and thirsty, give us a drink and we'll soon be blooming. Now bear in mind, these have been sent through the post. They should arrive the very next day, but we have been known, the post office takes 2 days. So they may look a bit weary, but this is this particular box. So the best thing to do is take everything out. Don't worry if they look floppy. So in here we've got 3 peonies. We've got 3 these gorgeous roses. We've got 2 solidago and 2 antirrhinums and 2 bloom chrysanthemums. Now these come to a really big head, so I'll just take one off to show you, like that, and it gets even bigger when it's in water, but the netting on there just protects them while they're in transit, so do take that off. And then I've also put some lovely little grasses in here as well, and I think they're called Talin, but the name has escaped me right now. So what I do is lay them all out on the work table, which you can't see, but find a vase. I find that a vase with a narrow neck is the easiest for you to use. I've got a jug with a litre of water in it. Check the flower food sachets. Our sachets are for a litre of water. The supermarket sachets are generally, I think, for about ½ a litre. So always check your sachet. So then just cut off a corner, pop all that in the jug, which I'm showing you when you can't see, and then pour that into your vase. And that will be enough water for them to drink, as long as all the stems are touching the water. So to arrange them, I tend to go for the tallest flower first. So I'm going to put the grasses in the middle. Then I'm going to put the antirrhinums. Now this is where you want to try and cross the stems. So I'm putting the stem in front of my other hand at an angle. So cross them over. You can cross it over at the back, but whichever way you cross it over, you want to follow that instruction. So I'm going to put, the easiest way to do that is then to turn it round and put the next flower in the same direction, exactly the same way. So now they're all the stems are all crossing in my hand, and then keep turning it. I then go for the next biggest flower, so these blooms. I'm going to put this one on with its hat on because it's about to get posted out today. So again, all the flowers are going through my hand at an angle, so you can see that the stems, the reason I'm doing that is if you just put everything straight, you'll end up with everything very straight. It doesn't naturally fall in the vase. and it gives everything more space so you can see the flowers properly, they can breathe properly. Then I'm going to put the roses in. So I'm going to, sometimes if I then put it at the back, I'll cross it over the other way. So at the front, I'm crossing it that way. At the back, I'm crossing it that way. But to do it slowly, I will just put it at the front. So I'm still doing everything at the same angle, like so. Turn it round, another one in at an angle. And I'm spreading the roses out so they are around the whole bouquet. They're not all next to each other. So just try and put your flowers in, if you've got 3, put them in thirds. If you've got 2, just put them opposite each other. Then I'm going to put the next biggest flower, which will open beautifully, but these are the peonies. I haven't got any foliage in this, so normally I would put a little bit of foliage in the box as well. So the foliage I tend to start with, so if you have foliage, use the foliage first. How I use the little talon in the middle, use your foliage in the middle, but recess it, because you don't necessarily need to see the foliage. What the foliage is going to do is bulk your bouquet out so it all hangs out nicely in the vase, but I've used that grass instead. And then whatever filler flower I've put in your box, if you've got a filler flower like the Solidago, something that's a bit smaller, chrysanths, you know, spray chrysanths, they would go on the outside. So again, just pop that in there, turn it round and pop another one in. Okay, now if you've got a vase that's going to hold them, the next very important thing is to cut all the stems the same height. Well, they have to be the same height, but you need to recut all the stems because they've been out of water for 24 hours. The stem ends will get all caked up. They'll get, I can't get my words out, but you know what I mean. So you need to recut the stems. Very, very sharp pair of scissors. As a florist, we're trained to use a knife, but I use these snips, these garden snips, which are really sharp. Always cut your stems at an angle. So I'm going to go across like that. I'll show you that again. Every single stem, cut it at an angle. The reason is if you cut it straight like that with blunt scissors, if you use blunt scissors, what you're doing is just squashing all those capillaries so they can't drink. If you cut it flat with sharp scissors, when it goes in the vase and it's touching the bottom, I don't think you can see that, but when it touches the bottom, can you see the vase is going to hide all those capillaries. So by cutting at an angle like so, then you've got all that section there that will drink the water. So make sure you cut every single stem at an angle. You want to go about a centimetre and a half to an inch up the stem, and then you can either tie it at this point, but if you think your vase is a narrow neck, you can just pop them in and then they should just fall open just like that, and you'll have a beautiful arrangement. Our flowers are known to last up to 2 weeks, but if you ever have any problems, you just have to let us know. And if your flowers don't revive, they might still look very floppy at this point, but give them overnight, have a good drink, see how they are the next morning. But if you ever get anything that isn't 100% perfect, then you must always let us know, and we can either put extra in your next box or sort something out for you. But yes, this one is one of our £25 boxes. We always try and put something different in every time you get them. You are free to decide how much you want to spend. The letterboxes are usually £25 or 30. Because there's a limit to how many flowers I can get in those letterboxes. But I try and get to know you. You can tell me what flowers you like, any colours you don't like, any flowers you don't like if you don't like lilies. And then we will tailor your regular delivery to suit you and your house. So you might have a colour scheme that you particularly love, or you actually like a surprise. We have a lot of subscription holders at the moment who say they just can't wait. It's like Christmas every 2 weeks or every month. They can't wait to open the box to see what I'm surprising them with. And I normally try and find something that's a bit unusual, something to think, oh, I've not seen that before. So yeah, that's me, I'm Sarah, and this is our subscription flowers. So do sign up. You can do that online. It's www.flowerswithpassion.co.uk. Many thanks, and enjoy creating magic with your flowers. Bye-bye.